G'day guys, welcome back, and this is my greenhouse. So, bit of an update on why there hasn't been many chili reviews. I did the, what was it? The Hertberry not long ago. That's been the only pod so far for the season, and that's because the aphids smashed me while I was on holidays. Actually set my plants right back, but I'll give you a bit of an update. And it's almost time. They're getting ripe, or almost getting to the stage of getting ripe. I'll show you what I've got anyway. So, this one is the Big Black Mama times Borg 9. See a couple of pods in there. Those are pretty cool pods, that one. And next to it we have a Ghost Scorpion. Ghost Yucky Scorpion times Douglas Mustard. This is an F3. So the ones I've got in the little bags, the ones I've manually pollinated, so we know they're true. And a few other cool pods on there. Plus those little bags keep the grubs away. So we'll come down, have a look here. What we got? We've got a red lava. There's a little pot in there. There's probably some more in there somewhere. And here we have the 7-pot Katie. That's the only pot on this plant. But we'll get some seeds out of that and we'll have a chew and see how it goes, eh? Next we've got Fadder's Poison Tail. It's an F4. Now this grows some pretty cool different looking pods. What have we got over here? That one's pretty cool. Anything else? Lots of big tails on them. Another one there. Very cool plant. I think this is another one down here. It's not doing quite as good, still in recovery, but we've got one little pod there. And then we have Fang times YBS, which is my cross. This is the oily strain. So these ones you cut open and they're just immersed in oil. So this one's throwing out some different shaped pods this year. That looks more like a little Moruga, that one. Another one there. And normally not that sort of pheno. Another one there. This year they're all coming out like that. They're not overly stable, these ones. They're probably F3, F4, can't remember, but should be on the tag. Next to it we've got, so this is a pink spiral reaper that I crossed with something last year, but I lost the tag to it. But have a look what it's throwing out. There's cool little pods. Doesn't look like your usual pink spiral reaper. Some awesome looking pods. I'm pretty sure it was crossed with a Hertberry, but without that tag I really don't know. Okay, now we've got beautiful purple foliage on this one. This is your purple Ghost Scorpion. Pods in there. A pod in there. I've grown these for years. I've never gone around doing a video of those ones. I don't know why, but I haven't. They're a very cool pod. They go red and then you cut them open, they're a deep purple inside, which I think is pretty cool. Down here is another one of my Fang Time YBS crosses. This is the Mustard. It's thrown out some really cool pods. Pretty good yield on that one. And this one here's a Borg 9 Mustard. It's a big old pod there. Kick my ass. Then we've got one of my favourites I grew first last year. I think it was a 7-pot Peach times Reaper Peach. They put out really gnarly, bumpy, spiky scorpion-ishy shaped pods. I can't wait for that one again. And down here we have the Moruga UV chocolate. It's one I grew last year that never even put out a pod. This year I've got some pods. Here's one over here, it's got a really cool tail on it. See that? And up here we have the 7-pot Jonah times Trinidad Scorpion. I've been growing this one for a few years. It is a very nasty looking pod. It is probably one of the hottest ones I grow. This one just doesn't sit well with me every time I eat it. And manually pulling that, look at the scorpion tail on that. Every time I eat this, it's like a gut bomb. It makes me want to spew my guts up. We'll see how we go this year, eh? It's been a couple of years since I've tried it. There's another YBS times Fang Mustard. A couple of small pods. This is the spiky version. Tends to get a lot rougher on the outside of this one. You can see it there. Usually gets lots of little spikes and shit. Here we have my, what is it? Another one, the YBS spiky. As you can see, this one hasn't thrown out the spiky finnos. It's almost smooth. Still like a contorted shape, but not that real rough. And what else we got? Okay, this is one of my favourites from years ago. This is the red 7-pot times Naga Morich. It throws out heaps of really cool pods. All similar shape, rough, contorted, and I find they have a really nutty taste to them. But here's one, same one, but this little colour difference. These are really pale green, these ones. Ones on the other plant never went a pale green. I'm going to have there's going to be something different about these ones. Maybe it's thrown a different colour. We'll find out. Over here we've got, oh, this is the Death Spiral times Black Nagla, which hasn't thrown anything because it's still recovering from the aphids. It's absolutely destroyed. Then this monster here is another 7-pot peach, Reaper Peach. One little pot on there. Plant got absolutely destroyed. There was next to no leaves or anything on it after the aphids got to it. It's recovered. Oh no, there we go. We've got a second one down there. Beauty. Here we have it's a Boboy chocolate or Bobbio chocolate or something. It's from Fat as Peppers. That's a bit of a late starter, but it's doing alright. Alright, before we go further, just want to give you a bit of a rundown. This is what I've been treating my aphids with. So this is the new confider called Contender now. That used to wipe everything out in the greenhouse. I found it did absolutely nothing. I could drown the aphids and they'd be just having a good old time, like, oh, swimming in their pool. Then I went to the Eco Oil, which is meant to attract the ladybugs. That did that. It worked semi-okay, but it wasn't enough to keep up in the greenhouse here. Thus the aphids still managed to overtake. So then, I think those two are roughly around 20 bucks a bottle. This one here, the Pybo Natural Pyrethium. This one I highly recommend. If you've got bad cases of aphids, I wouldn't use it otherwise because it can kill a few other bugs, but it was around 89 bucks for a bottle, but that little bottle there, 1 ml does 1 litre, and it goes a long way. It kills your earwigs, it kills grubs, it kills everything. It works a treat. That's why my plants are looking a lot better at the moment. I treated them last week, and they're coming good again. So, here we have the Hurtberry. This one didn't cop it as bad. There's little pods everywhere, if you can see. We've got One there isolated. Got some here, they're pretty cool. I love these things. It's a nasty looking little pod. And it has a nasty burn to go with it. Over the back here I have a Death Spiral Maruga Red. That's another one that got smashed, hasn't grown much since. Hoping to at least get one pot off it. Okay, Yellow Fever Mustard. I grew a few of these last year. They were probably one of the coolest looking pods colour wise. They're almost golden colour actually than a mustard. So I keep growing them, enjoying those ones. Next to that we've got a Fatter's White. Now I think I've seen some, oh yep, over the back here. There's a little sucker there. It's growing straight up, which is weird. I only seen a few different types do that. There's a couple more in there somewhere, but I'm not sure. And down here, there's another boy chocolate. Got a nice big one there. That's one I'm going to keep seeds and eat as well. Thought they're meant to be more of a smoother pod, but these ones are coming out pretty rough looking. Here we have a big Black Mama Fatter's White Chocolate Cross. So that one got smashed as well. It's starting to recover okay, but still no flowers for that one. Right, here we have a Red Primatale. Normally it's more of a longer pod, but this one's just thrown out really long scorpion looking pods. Oh, the tails on them. Insane. Pretty cool. Same thing down here. Nice one there. Big one in there. That's more of the Primatale look. I think I can get that in. Leaves getting in the way. There we go. That's more of your general Primatale look. This one here is just a very colourful, cool looking plant. It has white in the foliage. Little tinges of purple as well seen. The pods go white with a bit of purple, then you get that orangey colour, and then they go red. How cool are they? So that is well, see if we get this. A Red Jala, thinking peach, batters, green variant. I'm not sure if that's right. Hopefully it hits. Underneath that one we have a 7-pod Sharadam bubblegum, something like that. So it's got the big calyx on top like a bubblegum. There's a couple in there. Not many in that one. It got hit pretty hard too, but got some pods going, which is good. This one, for some reason, the spider mites decided to go nuts on this one, as you can see by the curled leaves. But they only touched this one. I must have sprayed them in time or something. But also, this is by MA Wartrix. And for some reason, all the pods last year they didn't look anything like that. They were typical Phenno. Maybe they accidentally got crossed by something, or it just wasn't a stable seeds I had, but they're all sort of longish, not that typical Wartrix look. What have we got down here? Down here is my Borgzilla, which is just a yellow Borg 9, but it's throwing out monster pods. Not so far this year since it's been slowed down. Hopefully they still get pretty big. Right, next to that is my cross, which I've named the Deception Chilli. This is a Bahama Goat Pepper crossed with a Chocolate Ghost. It puts out a lot of pods that look very, very hot. Of course, it's got a mild, medium heat mother and I would say pretty damn hot the Chocolate Ghost father. And it puts out these really cool looking nasty pods. They have a deep chocolatey colour, but the heat is about a 2. So if you want to experience it has a similar super hot flavour, but with a mild heat. Okay, over the back we have the YBS Red. That's just my original strain, keeping it going. No pods on that one yet, they got smashed. Then we've got the Tiger Jolokia Orange. Now you'll notice there's 2 plants here. This one's got mostly green foliage, just with a bit of purple stem and stuff. This one's got a dark purple foliage. So I found that the pods is a bit different too. On the light green one, pods are really dark, skinny, really skinny looking pods. Right there. And then the one with the dark foliage, they seem to be a lot thicker, stockier pods on here. So we'll get them. They're a lot thicker. So I guess they're going to be slightly different. It's just another YBS Red. Got 1 pod on there, 2 pod so far. Here's another one of my cross. This one's a 3-way cross. This is Big Black Mama times a Borgnine times a Hurtberry. So this is throwing out some cool pods. It's only an F2. So I'm not quite sure what feta I'm going to go with yet. See what they come out like. Majority of them have probably got a good scorpion tail on them. Pretty cool looking plant. Down here we have the Borgnine Yellow. Just a few pods getting on there. Some there. One in there. And I think that just about wraps it up. I think I've been through them all now. Oh, that's it. That's my greenhouse. That's how I treated my greenhouse. And I don't mind if I do. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I am the Chilli Gnome. Cheers.